Well, hello everyone. We are MannerSC. I am Newtons, and with me is Ben Novak.
What's up?
What's up, man? Here we have.
Right this time?
Yeah, we got it this time. This is the finals of the Zeek Thursday Daily $25 grand prize presented by MannerSC. Twitch.tv/MannerSC. Follow us there if you're interested. But in this game, it's the first game of the best of 5. Spawning at the top right position, we have the one, the only, the red Protoss. He is.
Complexity RSVP.
Spawning at the left position of the map, we have someone we haven't seen all tournament spawning as the yellow Terran. He is
Team Wizards.
Alright, so these positions, TVP, are looking to be in the favor of the Protoss player. The natural is facing towards RSVP, which allows him access to any cutesy 2-base Colossus play. On the contrary, if it was in the Terran's favor, Siege Tanks would play a huge role in that, but as it stands, if RSVP chose to go for that, he would have the quote-unquote advantage.
Yeah, and actually, I do think that Terran still has the option to siege up under that little under lip, but charge lots actually force the Terran player away from the Terran player's main.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason why it is less advantageous.
Gotcha. So it looks like Team Wizard is going to be scouting the wrong position, as is RSVP, so they're not going to find each other as soon as they would wish to. Team Wizards is going for a pretty standard 12 Barracks, 13 gas, so there's no weird builds going on from either player. RSVP going for the standard gateway timing and guys timing, so it looks like we might be leading into a pretty heavy macro game, Ben.
I'm excited.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so excited, especially after those last games, which were both pretty much all-in based, so it should be exciting.
I suppose.
This is a great app.
I don't like to call them all-in. I like to call them one-base heavy plays.
One-base heavy play.
Yep.
Yeah. Sounds a little more politically correct.
It is. Standard.
Nothing strange so far from our Protoss player. We should see a second gas going down pretty soon, expecting 3-gate pressure into expand. We did see RSVP actually 1-gate expand earlier.
It looks like Team Wizards is going to be throwing down a factory, so not going to be pushing too heavily into the factory or the bio play. I'm interested to see when this second gas is going to come down, because that's going to tell a lot about if he's going to be committing to heavy tech play early on or not.
Yeah, and we have no money saved up for RSVP, so it looks like he's going to, again, pressure off one gateway and expand behind that.
Oh man, Ben.
What's wrong?
Look what we're looking at, dude.
Ay.
I think leading, based off the current build order of our Terran player, we might be seeing another tank Banshee Raven all-in. It's very similar to the one that we just saw from Tapeless, although, no. It's different, I declare.
I declare.
It looks like the factory will be exchanged for the reactor, so a few Hellions are going to be put out onto the field and a second factory going down for Team Wizards.
I still assume this is all in on one base.
I'm going to hope not, but this is extremely odd. Going this early Hellion against a Protoss player is a little bit dangerous. If they decide to go for heavy Stalker play, it's really directly countered by the Stalkers, as Hellions do very, very little damage to the armored units and the robotic units of that said Stalker. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and unit to unit right now, it looks like RSVP is 5 workers ahead, and could beat Wizards in a straight-up engagement. So, you know, RSVP looks like he's in a commanding position again, getting that robotics up.
If you could see my face right now, Ben, you wouldn't even know what I'm thinking. Double reactor factory Hellion against a Protoss on Tal'darim altar.
Should we ask him if he knows that RSVP plays Protoss?
I can't conclude anything from this build. This is his plan to overwhelm the opponent with just a ton of Hellions?
I think his plan is to kill all of RSVP's workers.
But Hellions You're right. I mean, Hellions are there for the harassment. They're going to do well against the workers, period. I mean, I guess we'll see what our answer is as these 8 Hellions move out right now.
Yeah, and this is a pretty safe build from RSVP, but I don't really know. Yeah, RSVP is going to pull all of his SCV, or his probes.
Smart. Very, very smart, as we only have... What?
And he has made a choke with pylons.
RSVP, you are so good. He made a choke with the pylons with just a little bit of an opening. These Hellions are completely denied at this point.
Yeah, he's going to cancel some of, or one of the pylons and just sneak out. That was snap decision making. He's getting an immortal out. That would tear apart all of these Hellions. 3 warp gates are online as of right now.
And we have a very heavy tank-based Banshee 1 base from our Team Wizards. So it does look like we're going to be having an all-in coming from Team Wizards, but is it going to be effective enough to take it from RSVP? I mean, we've seen it done in Game 1 of Tapelets versus RSVP, and RSVP is very good at holding in all-ins, holding off all-ins.
RSVP has an observer in Wizard's base, so he's going to see this coming. I think he actually was forced to make more stalkers than he would like because of the early aggression.
Well, with that being said, there's no Raven on the way.
Why?
Why no Raven?
Why no?
I'm not sure.
Team Wizards, why you no Raven?
Why you no Raven?
And again, yeah, second Banshee coming out, no Ravens still. He has set up a complete wall with Stalkers and Immortals here.
Here come a few SCVs with this push. I don't necessarily think that this is... I think what Team Wizards is going for is he's going for more of a contain and killing the expansion. He's not going for, I'm going to kill you right now. He only has brought a few of his workers for bunker placement and repair, and he's continuously making SCVs out of his orbital. So,
yeah, and Siege is finished, so this actually might do a lot of damage here.
Yeah, I mean, only Stalker's out and a Immortal. Two Immortals. Oh, it's another flank from 3 Immortals are out. I think RSVP will be
have
okay.
eyes on this as well.
Yeah, I mean, the Observer is above. There's Banshees on the field, but I think that RSVP will be okay with dealing with this. I mean, Stalkers and Immortals are pretty good against Hellion and Tank. The only question are the Marines and the Banshees at this point.
Yeah, 4 gateways on the way, or I mean, producing right now. Immortals being produced.
Stalkers are now taking heavy fire from the siege tank. There are Hellions flaming away at this Nexus. Is RSVP gonna respond to this and go for it? I'm not sure. He created this own choke point for him, and now it's working against him. If he wants to get out of his base, he has to run through that narrow choke, or it looks like Team Wizards might just destroy it, so that choke point is irrelevant. But RSVP is heavily supply blocked, and it looks like he is going for it. Immortals warping in from the back, or running in from the back, rather.
And a little bit of Blink Flanker. Willie's Immortals be able to clean the rest of this up. He needs to save those Stalkers.
The Stalkers need to stay alive to take the Banshees out. 1 Banshee is super low, 2 remain, but there are 4 Stalkers, 3 Immortals left, and Stalkers are blinking back super effectively. Will the last Banshee fall? These Stalkers are at super low health.
Random micro challenge initiate.
As 1 Banshee is deciding to run back, there is not enough to deal with it. The Stalkers... Alright, there's not enough Banshee life left to deal with the Stalkers. What happens now? Both players on 1 base, 3 Immortals are up, a few Stalkers, we need a pylon, a forward pylon needs to go up.
Yeah, I think the RSVP, the Protoss player here, is down a much better tech path.
Yeah.
Considering that Cloak is not started for the Banshees. And only Marines and Hellions can really be produced money-wise pretty soon, considering that Wizards is running low on minerals in his main. So, depending on control, really, RSVP can contain Wizards with just this little amount of units.
Yeah, I think the biggest factor in this game right now is the Banshee. RSVP isn't making a crucial amount of Stalkers quite yet. He's deciding to expand again, which is an interesting choice. I suppose he does understand that Team Wizards can't be on one base forever, so the game has to go on at some point. But again, the Stalker count is just a little bit too low for RSVP.
Yeah, and he doesn't have Cloak, so he's going to be able to get Blunk on top of
just got
down
Blunk.
2 of those Banshees.
Yeah, 2 Banshees at this point is game-changing.
Are you laughing at Blunk?
Yeah, I am. I've heard it before, though, so... Kind of it's like a repost. I've heard the joke before, so it's kind of funny, but not really.
That was a good analogy. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. But 1 Banshee remains. That I think that may have definitely lost the game for Team Wizards. The reason I say that is that the idea behind this build currently is to deny the Stalkers any shooting, either by killing them or the Raven that just popped, and that will put down PDD. So the Banshees were their last battle to really clean up anything that was left over, and now that's not even a factor anymore.
Yeah, and actually, again, Terran all in looks scary.
Yeah.
And Wizards is looking like he's about to come right on over to RSVP's base, but I don't think he was invited.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It looks like these Stalkers are just denying any sieging or trying to delay it.
I think he's trying to bait the PDD as well.
That might be true, but the PDD isn't even ready yet. Only 84 energy on that Raven currently. 2 Immortals over here, and 3 on the top portion. If the Concave works out, RSVP may be able to hold this fairly easily. There's a lot of SCVs here, though. Siege chains are not sieged up yet, and only a small amount. I'd take that back. There's like 20 Marines on the field right now.
Yeah, this is like Team Wizards is the bad friend that comes to your party and like doesn't bring a present. He just like comes and drinks all your alcohol, and
he doesn't even clean up after he leaves.
He like hits on your sister. Like, I don't even have a sister. He's like hitting on.
Yeah, he's that guy. I know what you mean. But on this battle specifically, Immortals are closing in on both ends, and RSVP is running out of units. Only Immortals remain, and Immortals are not very good against Marines. Stalkers being warped in, but the PDD still remains, and there's still siege chains here. Ben, the 17-minute all-in succeeds.
I'm gonna become a player right now real quick and not a caster. Terran's pretty sick race, bro.
Oh, I'm just playing the game, man. I'm just playing the game. I'm just playing the game.
Don't hate the player, hate the race?
I think RSC... Yeah. I don't think I've been playing this game correctly. As a Terran player...
GG.
GG from RSVP.